skirting board joints should look like that. But I know sometimes they look like that. Or even like that. Don't worry, stick around and I'll show you how to fill an external corner, an internal corner, and also where the skirting board meets the wall. For the internal corner and up against the wall, I'm going to be using Decorators Caulk. Now I'll leave Amazon links to everything I use in the description below, but all caulk's much the same. I like this one, it's easily available from Amazon. So for internals and against the wall, it's caulk. Do not use caulk on the external corner. All I need for this is the sealant gun, the caulk, a damp paper towel, and one of these little silicone tools. Now these really help with the job. Some people will tell you to cut the nozzle off at a 45-degree angle. Me, I like to just use it as it comes, nice and square. I just find it easier to use it like that. I'm just holding the gun off to a slight angle and trying to squeeze the caulk into the gap. Now where it gets a bit bigger, I can always go back and fill that a second time. So try and get as much of the caulk into the gap as you can. Doesn't matter if you make a mess. Then get your little silicone tool and then just scrape away as much of the excess as you can. Always caulk on painted wood, never bare wood. So always put at least one coat of undercoat on before caulking, and don't get the caulk up the wall, otherwise this will happen. It'll peel away from the wall and it'll peel away from the skirting board. Let me show you that again. Into the corner, slight angle. Pull it across. Into the corner, pull it across. Now that doesn't have to be neat, as you see me do last time. Just make sure you've cleaned off your little tool. So just get your little tool, put quite a lot of pressure on it and slightly angle it down. And just pull it along. Clean it off. Go into the other corner, just pull it along. And just get off as much of the excess as you can. You only want the caulk in the gap. You don't want it on the skirting board or on the wall. As with the gap against the wall, the internal corner also gets caulked. So just try and fill up the gap with caulk. And then just get it in the moulding as good as you can. So I'm slightly going to dampen my finger, the wet cloth, and I'm going to force it into the joint with my finger. Wipe off the excess, and then in the moulding I'm going to try and wipe it in, or force it into the joint as best I can. And again with the little silicone tool, wipe off as much of the excess as you can. And there's your internal corner done. So there's a before and there's it after. Dead easy. As I said before, don't use the caulk for the external mitre. Now this works for painted skirting board. If you're staining it or varnishing it, then you need to recut it and get it right. But for painted, this is fine. So what I use is, it's actually a card body filler, and it's better than wood filler. It's a lot stronger, it's a lot more adhesive, it's very fine, and it sands up brilliantly. It's got a bit of a weird name, Big Boy Body Filler, but it's available on Amazon. I'll leave links below, but it's brilliant stuff. So it comes in two parts. You've got the filler and you've got a hardener. So I'm just using a scrap of MDF to mix it on. But just get a filling knife or a chisel. Get a blob on your board. And then a bit of hardener. It does come with this little tool as well, which you could use. So the way I was always told to remember this is a golf ball to a pea quantities, but as long as you put the hardener in and mix it up well, it'll be fine. So I've just given that a good mix. I can't see any of the red hardener left. So that's ready to use now. So it's just a case of trying to force as much as you can into the joint. Now you want to leave a bit of excess showing so you can sand it back, but don't leave too much on because you'll be sanding for ages. And no one likes sanding, do they? So just neaten off some of the excess. And it'll also do the nail holes. Again, don't use caulk in nail holes because it'll end up sinking and falling out and it'll look terrible. Right, so I've just got to leave that to dry now. And it'll be dry in about 10 minutes, good enough to sand. I've given that about half an hour to go off and it's rock solid after a few minutes, ready to sand. Now all I've got is a piece of 150 grit sandpaper and a little wooden sanding block. So now everyone's favourite job, sanding. So there it is, all nicely filled. Once that's had a couple of coats of paint, it'll look perfect. And that's how you fill skating boards. Dead easy job. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, please hit the like button and leave me a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.